Good morning and welcome to episode 3 of Latte with a Lawyer. Now, I'm going to reveal a little bit of secret here on my third episode. I don't actually drink lattes. This is actually black coffee, but Latte with a Lawyer just has that alliteration that's proper for a title to a video, so I'm going to stick with it. And you are more than welcome to have a latte while you watch this. That being said, I want to talk to you today about something very important, powers of attorney. I get the question all the time. I have a spouse. Why do I need a power of attorney? Can't my spouse just act for me? Hey, I got this person who's on my bank account. Why would I need a power of attorney? Can't that person write checks for me? Power of attorney is much more than someone being on your bank account. And also, it's much more than what your spouse can do for you without the power of attorney. I give 2 examples to those people who ask me those questions. Number 1 example is real property. Number 2 example is an individual retirement account. Now there's other examples out there, but those are the best. So the old saying goes when it comes to real property that it takes 1 to buy and 2 to sell. Okay, so one spouse can buy a property, all right? But it takes both spouses to sign off on the sale of property, okay? Individual retirement account. Keyword, individual. An individual retirement account is just one person's account. So if I have a spouse and I have an IRA, then my spouse can't access my IRA even if they're my beneficiary. That's very important to know, because if something were to happen to me and we need to protect those assets, we need to maybe move that money from the IRA. We need to access the IRA to pay bills. Can't do it without the power of attorney. And same thing with healthcare power of attorney. It's very important that you have your spouse as healthcare power of attorney, because they don't automatically get the ability to make every healthcare choice. If you've never heard about Terry Schiavo, I would Google that, because that's a very good example where you have a spouse who wants to make one decision, and then you have parents of a patient in the hospital who also wants to make another decision. It's kind of an extreme example, but it's a good example that everyone should know about. Hopefully something like that never happens to you, but it's a very interesting story. Terry Schiavo, I would look that up. But that's just an example of, hey, if you're a spouse, doesn't mean you can make every healthcare decision for your loved one that you want to be able to make. So you want to have that power of attorney in place so you can make sure that you have specifically defined and specifically set out in the document powers that you can point to, show the hospital, show the bank, show the, financial planner, whoever it is, that you have that power to act on behalf of your loved one if something were to happen to them, and they can act for themselves. Again, it's one of the questions I get all the time. If you have questions about the power of attorney, don't be afraid to leave a comment, or also you can give us a call. We're offering free consults right now. Shelby location, that's where I'm at. If you want to talk to me, call us at 704-259-7040. And tomorrow, episode 4 of Latte with a Lawyer. Stay tuned.